Welcome back to Ori Soaps and Bubbles. We have an exciting and hopefully helpful video for you today. As always, we are open to suggestions. If there is a soap you want us to make on our channel for you to see and for you to see the outcome, we will definitely do that. Just leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much and always enjoy. Previously on Ori Soaps and Bubbles.
Okay, so this is the soap. I just used like a double batch of it. I don't know if it turns out right. It stayed completely liquid after I added all the extra stuff in it. Again, I remelted down one of my bars that I made that came out really sweaty, too oily. So I remelted it down, added more coconut oil, added some more of the additives. It's supposed to be a base, so it didn't turn into a block or get hard within the first 24 hours. It's completely still liquid at that point. So I put it in the freezer for 2 hours, and I took it out, and it's been out of the freezer for about an hour, and it looks like you can see the oil starting again on top. So maybe this might be a liquid soap versus it being a hard bar soap. Maybe I found a recipe for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and we're going to look and see with my one hand. So I got the phone in the other hand. We're going to look and see what it looks like as a hard one. And I'm not doing this in any fashion or anything. Matter of fact, I'm right here on my sewing machine making the cut real quick because I want to put it over into another pan, just in case it doesn't stay this way and it just goes back into more of a gel or a liquid. If it goes back into a gel or a liquid, that would be perfect too, because we can still use it and everything. But I'm just gonna kind of cut these like this, sit it back into the pan, and forgive me because I am doing this one-handed. Go. And let's do this other part. As you can tell, it's still kind of sticky. But what I was doing was trying to make this a little bit harder and to get rid of the oiliness. And I know I don't want to make the soap rancid and everything. I've done so much research on that. This does have propylene glycol and the glycerin in it. And maybe that's just the glycerin that's on top. I don't know. My first time making this soap, and so we'll see. It's supposed to be a soap base. I'm trying to do the glycerin, the clear soap base that you can buy at Michael's and stuff like that. And it looks like I've accomplished that for the most part. Because some parts of it you can see straight through. This piece here, it froze on top first when I put it in the freezer. So yeah, there we go. But for the most part, if you could really see this, it looks really, really clear with a tint, like a hint of yellow a little bit. And most of the time they all have that tint of yellow. But other than that, you can see the oil on my hand, and this stuff has cooked to gel. Maybe I overcooked it, I don't know. I don't know if there's such thing as overcooked soap, but it's something I'm learning. Anyways, however it turns out, we'll see in just a second. Right here on my cup. Hopefully it's still filming. And I'm gonna go and get a little pan and put it in. Tiffany's not home. Okay. So this is my little pan. I'm gonna sit that there real quick. And then I'm just gonna sit these little pieces down in there, just in case they decide to go back to being liquid It is in a pan and went deep enough where if it does decide to liquid back over, we'll know. Right now it's still pretty cold. So it's like a cold sweat is what I would call it. Some parts of it is still really soft. So maybe I didn't get some parts right. But remember, I'm extremely brand new at this. And I'm just trying my hand at it. I've always wanted to do it more than what I did before, because I would make cold processed soap before. This is completely hot processed soap. So yeah, I'm gonna let this stay in overnight, and I'm gonna come back and see how well it done, if it stayed hard, or if it went back, or if it turned into a soft bar, or whatever the case may be. We will know in the morning. I'm going to put it on the shelf and we'll find out. If it stayed hard like this and it's at room temperature, that would be great. If it didn't stay hard, then that's something else that I'll probably remelt it down. Oh, what am I doing? I'll probably remelt it down and put it, put in some more coconut oil, or get me some kombucha. I think that's how you say it, not kombucha. It's hard for me to say that word. It's kombu butter. Anyways, it's a really hard butter, and then I'll put it in there. And then for extra protection, just because me being overly cautioned on everything, I'm just gonna kind of push this up like so. And just kind of sit the phone down. And I'll show you what I'm doing in a moment, because I don't want it to waste all over my shelf. If it does go back to doing it, and I'm not going to completely cover the lid of it either. I'm just going to kind of pull it up so that way it is protected. And there you have it. Just up like that, so that we'll see exactly what it turns into tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Loved Ori Soaps and Bubbles video? Head down to the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get those notifications. Thumbs up or thumbs down if you like the video, and leave a review so that way we know what we can improve on. It's very much appreciated, and as always, have the most excellent day. Ori Soaps